It's Danny Joe, the producer. Olufunke, classic. Ona, 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 ona. Ẹni àfẹ́mọ́ rẹ̀ tí ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní rọ́júrọ́jú. Ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní jẹ́ àrò àbájá. Ẹni àfẹ́mọ́ rẹ̀ tí ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní rọ́jú. Ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní jẹ́ àrò àbájá. Brother, we can tell you story, story. Sister, we can tell you story, story. Because say man not ready, because say man not happy, things we go just do. We man go feel to do for you, so don't let go. That no man can shut. Who got down there? No man can cause. So I say, tí ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní rọ́jú. Ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní jẹ́ àrò àbájá. Ní àfẹ́mọ́ rẹ̀ tí ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní rọ́jú. Ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní jẹ́ àrò àbájá. Thank God say man no be God. Thank God say man no be creator. If I don't buy it, if I don't payment, everybody go for don't die, if I don't pay. Ayé yóò ayé lè kókó mọ́ wọn. Ayé ò fẹ́ mi fọ̀rọ̀ bí òṣòrí ẹni. Orí mi jẹ́ lówó lọ́wọ́. Orí mi jẹ́ bímọ lémọ́. Orí mi jẹ́ rálẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ owó ọmọ ọlọ́yẹ ńlá ni mo fẹ́. Ẹni àfẹ́mọ́ rẹ̀ tí ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní rọ́jò. Ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní jẹ́ àrò àbájá. Ẹni àfẹ́mọ́ rẹ̀ tí ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní rọ́jò. Ó bá ṣolúwa kò ní jẹ́ àrò àbájá. Níkẹ́fẹ́ lójú pé àtàlẹ́ fi sẹ́nu ha. Àníkẹ́ ti ní lẹ́yìn òkòkò ẹ̀kúnlẹ̀ fi sọ́wọ́. Wetin God don do, you cannot undo. Cause na one by one, and not one by some. He has opened the door that no man can shut. Who got down there, no man can cross. Ẹ̀yin kò lè dá mi. Ẹ̀yin kò lè dá mi. Tí ẹ sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí eléyìí máa rẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yin kò lè dá mi. So I say, Olúwa ló ṣe láàánú. Ẹ̀yin màmá kò lè dá mi. Àbájá. Mo ti lọ ṣolúwa kò ní lọ́mọ ìlọ́wọ́ ṣolúwa ò máa rí mi àbájá. Abẹ́rẹ́ mi ti lọ ọ̀nà òkun tó ní ẹ̀wọ̀n rí mi. Igi ẹ̀ka odò ó di dandan kó lówó. Hi everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sorry about that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time, and I welcome you all to Angels Empire. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful evening here, and I'm coming out a little bit early compared to the way I used to normally do my come out live. I'm a bit early today. It's as the spirit leads, you know that, right? Good morning, everybody. I greet you all according to your time once again, and I welcome you all to Angels Empire. It's so good to be here right now. And I just want to chook mouth small, let's do small vlogging. Let's do small analysis as we used to. better than we used to, nicer than we used to, and we just rub mind. We learn from, the thing is, I personally believe that we learn from others. We learn from things that happen to others, and we prevent it from happening. Like, just learn. And then, so let me read some of your comments and say hello to you one after the other. Cheryl, Mama, how are you, Cheryl? It's so good to see you. Grace Sales, welcome, Grace. Okay, Beryl, right? If I'm pronouncing it well, Beryl Van. Hi, say hi, beautiful. Hello, darling. It's so good to see you. Vanessa Harris, my sweetheart. Hi. Nobody is saying anything on Facebook. I hope that Facebook is not doing me dirty as they used to. That people will be commenting and I will not be able to see your comments. That's not nice, Facebook. I don't know why that is happening. And also, if you guys remember that a few days ago, was it? Yes, a day before yesterday, I was live and I had my star. My star was on, I had my star button on Facebook and people were sending me stars. And all of a sudden now, the star has disappeared again. It has disappeared. I told you guys that Facebook is unpredictable. When you wake up in the morning, whatever Facebook just put, whatever you see, just take it from Facebook. Facebook is just like, I know that on nearly all the social media platforms, a lot has changed. They are trying to cut back. They are trying to do so many things differently and all that stuff. But you see Facebook, Jesus Christ. Facebook is just like unprofessional. For a big platform like Facebook, it's just so everybody is complaining. Nobody is nobody is left out. Everybody, every content creator, every blogger, anyone on Facebook is complaining. It's ridiculous to a platform like Facebook. Like nothing is just the way it seems. Nothing is okay on Facebook. Nothing, not one thing is good on Facebook. Everything is upside down. You don't even understand. They don't send you message. They just take decisions without notifications. Sometimes they might just take your videos, delete your videos. Sometimes they demonetize you. Sometimes they do so many things. No notification, no explanation, nothing. I wonder what is wrong with Facebook. Like there's something wrong with Facebook, really. Facebook is just not. So for me, I have never really relied on that. It has never been my headache, really, because I have never ever earned on Facebook, never, until that day they gave me the stars, and now they have taken it back. They have taken it back. So, and it's not a problem to me at all. It has never been anyway. So, Cheryl and Lista, it's so good to see you. I've seen you, Vanessa Harris, Cheryl. I've seen you, Grace Sales. Yes, I've seen Grace Sales. And then Joseph Goodness. Hi, Joseph Goodness. Tricia. Hi, Tricia. It's so good to see you. Esther C. Esther C. Where have you been now? I've not been seen. Maybe I've just not. Joy, please bring that bottled water for me, the one with block in the kitchen. No, in the kitchen. Oh, no. So, guys, you might be hearing me talking and, interacting. My mom is here. My mom is she's around. She came to see me. So Esther C, I've not been seeing you. Maybe I've just not, like, it's so good to see you anyway. Life with Him. Hi, Life with Him. It's so good to see you. Okay. If your life is not stopped within 1 minute, your account will be completely suspended. If your life is not stopped. Who is this? Okay. What's that? What kind of a notification is this one? What the? Okay. Well, Justin say, why are you so beautiful? Nature. Thank you. Thanks for the compliments. I'm flattered.
Okay, it's been more than a minute. Forget about them. I wonder who that, maybe it's one non-entity from somewhere. Only God know who that person is. You know them now with their style. So we'll just kind of like do some kind of rubbing of minds on the issue of Nurse Glory and her family, her sister, her mother. I just feel like, oh, I've been, the saga is quite tough. When it started, I was like, I didn't want to say anything about it. I'm just like, but as time goes on, it became like it's a big deal. What is going on there is more than people trying to create content or people trying to make money. Yes, they will make money from it. That is certain. There is no two ways about that. They are going to make some money out of it because it's a continual thing and it doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. And a lot of people are very much interested in that. In as much as it's not a good thing to bring please on Facebook, if you're there, if you're hearing me, please just say hi. Otherwise, if you cannot comment, I think you should join us on YouTube. I don't know why Facebook is Facebook. So, but if you're comfortable just watching without interacting with us, I love the interaction. I love it so much. If you are comfortable with just watching and listening, fine. But if not, if you are commenting and I'm not like I'm not seeing any comments apart from the comments that I pinned there, the Buy Me Coffee link that I pinned. I can't see any other comments on Facebook. So I beg your pardon if I'm not reading your comments. But I can see people, I can see like 12 people right now on Facebook watching me, but then I can't, if you are commenting, then I'm not seeing your comments. I beg your pardon, okay? So you can join us on YouTube if you have something that you want to say, and definitely we will be interacting. I will read comments today, definitely, because I have all the time in my hands. And it's not like I'm going to be playing any video or anything. No, it's just a random gist about the family problem that is going on between Nurse Glory and her sister. Yeah. So yeah, I've been seeing it. I see it every day. I listen to a lot of people analyzing. I've listened to Glory, her sister, and everything that is going on not everything that, let me not say everything that, but everything that they have put out here, I've seen. Yeah. We, as you all know, we don't just like, we don't analyze out of imagination. Yeah, I don't analyze people out of imaginations. There are some people, they will see you and they begin to imagine things about you, and they will want to like put you in their imagination and analyze you according to what they think. But me, I analyze according to what I see. What you put out there is, if it interests me, then I analyze. So this matter between Nurse Glory and her family is getting interesting as the day goes by. But having said that, he who wears his shoes knows where it pinches. One thing that they should know, I believe they know this, and I'm sure they have this at the back of their minds. The families are going through pain. Nurse Glory is hot. She's obviously very, 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 very hot. It's written all over her that she is hot. She's betrayed, and she felt not being cared for, like her family do not love her. So she's hot. The sister, for whatever reason, she is also hot. The mom is hot. Everyone, no one is spared. It's like this thing that they say, pikin wey say mama no go sleep, himself no go close eye. If a child says his mother will not sleep at night, that child will stay awake crying or giving trouble. The child would also not sleep. So that is the situation here. So the entire family are in pain, obviously, no matter what, no matter which way you look at it, no matter how much they are making from this saga, this is not a beautiful thing. This is not anybody would like to do. It just happens, and then you make most of it. Yeah, it comes, and then you say, okay, fine. I will face it. After all, I'm going to make something out of it. Not because nobody will want this, no matter what, right? So, I'd say that the entire families are going through pain while others catch cruise, get entertained, because even though in the middle of the entertainment you get to learn one or two, as people will always say, you don't stop learning till the day. We don't, not you, we all don't stop as humans. We don't stop learning till the day we die, right? Till the day we leave this earth. We don't stop learning. And sometimes when you don't see things that happen to others, you might not be able to understand the outcome of some certain decisions that you might take. But when you see it happens to people, then you'll be like, oh, I've seen it. This thing happened to somebody that I know, or somebody that I've seen, or someone online that I came across. Then you will get to avoid that thing and, try to. So we learn from one another. So to these people, what I'm trying to say in essence is that to Nurse Glory and her family, they're going through pains. But to people on the internet, to the online in-laws, we call them the online in-laws, we the online people, so it's entertainment actually, despite the fact that you might feel sorry for some certain persons, depending on who you think is wrong or who you think is right in this context. If you feel Glory is wrong, you might feel sorry for the mother and her sister. And if you think that the mother and her sister are wrong, you will definitely feel sorry for Nurse Glory. But in all, you get entertained, right? This is a reality entertainment. Like when you watch movies, movies is not entirely so rosy and sweet. You see things happening, you feel sorry for some certain characters in the movie. Then at the back of your head, at the back of your mind, it's just a movie. When someone dies in a movie, you'll be like, you feel like, if you are someone who is emotional, you feel these emotions and everything. But then at the back of your mind, it's just a movie. This person is not actually lying. So, but in this context, this is reality. This is someone getting hurt, someone hurt in reality, right? And that is why you see a lot of people getting more interested in online drama rather than watching movies, because online drama consists of reality. Most of it, some are fake. A lot of people are faking it now. But the reason why people enjoy this, people get entertained, is because it's alive, it's a reality drama. Yeah, people are actually going through these things that you're seeing. It's not like a made-believe. So it's entertaining, kind of, alongside, emotions, because you actually feel sorry for some certain people, despite the fact that you want to, like, when the drama comes, not because you wish for the drama sometimes, or not because you pray for it to happen, because if you are a good person, if you have the love of humanity in your heart, you will not want to pray for misfortunes to fall on people for your own entertainment. You wouldn't wish for that. But when it happens, then you just get entertained and you watch, and you just take some part of it by watching, commenting, and following up and everything. So basically, that is that. Now, if you ask me, hey, Joanne Van, okay, I think I've seen that, right? Well, you're the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know how to read that. Emmanuel, yes, great singer, very good voice. Thank you, Mano. Thank you so much. Cheryl say, hello, beautiful Chef Trisha. Okay, Rayleigh Bowling. Hi, Rayleigh Bowling. Hey, Rayleigh Bowling. Hey, Rayleigh Bowling. It's so good to see you, Rayleigh Bowling. Please give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Please love and like on Facebook, my beautiful people. I believe you're doing the love and like. I believe you're commenting. I'm just not seeing the comments. So please just click on the love and like button on YouTube. Please give me thumbs up. Please give me that thumbs up. Thank you so much. So now, when you look at everything that is going on in that family, a lot of people, I've listened to a whole lot of, and I Sylvia Smith. Hi Sylvia, it's so good to see you. Nice to see you back home. Still love the picture on your wall. Thank you. I'm back in Abuja now. I'm back home, safe and sound. We give God all the glory for Johnny Mercy and everything. We just thank God. God is good. Yes, I'm home. I'm home. So yeah, the issue between Nurse Glory and her family. I've listened to a whole lot of analysis. Yes. You can point out so many errors from Glory. You know, Glory seems to be the victim in this whole contest. So when you listen to Glory's sister, Amaka, right? When you listen to Amaka, you listen to Glory, you can point out a whole lot of errors in their explanation inside the saga, right? But the truth of the matter is, no matter which way you look at it, no matter which way anyone look at it, Glory is the victim. She is the victim here. Despite the fact that Glory, a lot of people have different opinion about Nurse Glory, like different opinion. People see her to be like she seems to be rude, aggressive, I don't care kind of a person. I don't give a hoot. Like she seems like someone who is kind of aggressive, right? Before now, I don't watch Nurse Glory. No. I don't watch her, but I've seen her here and there. I've seen some of her video pops up, people sharing from different places. And yeah, I know what Nurse Glory is about on the internet, family content. I've seen her children, you know, here and there. I've come across Nurse Glory, but I've not really sat down to watch Nurse Glory. Now, this is the truth. There are some family content creators that I do watch sometimes, but not every. You have to do something that is kind of extraordinary for me to really want to put interest to sit down and watch. Maybe it's because I'm a content creator and I have a lot on my own plate, videos to edit, this to do, you know. So whatever, if I have to watch, it has to be extremely extraordinary. Like there has to be something. Is it something entertaining, educating, or something to blog about, right? So I've not been watching Nurse Glory. She's just doing her thing, right? So sometimes when something comes up about her, and I have to just say, okay, I'll just go to her page and say, let me just watch and see what she's up to, or what they are talking about. I also see someone who is a no-nonsense person. I see someone who she's somewhat aggressive. Because for me, if you ask me, individual differences, we all have different ways of reacting to issues or, the way we take things. So I'm not going to like kind of blame her for the way she reacts online and everything. But if I were her, during a live video, you're a public figure. Glory have on your live on your page. So yes, sometimes you can react. You can react. Sometimes you block. Sometimes you respond to some. But it is not every comment that you will read and you'll be like, you're Chris, you're man, you're Kolo, turn and fire you. You just become like a man. you become what they actually want you to become. You understand that you have to read every comment and react in accordance to what you're reading, to what the comment is. Then you go turn to mad person. You go turn to Kolo mental. They'll just run you. They'll run you streets. They'll run you gaga. So that's one thing I see that she does that I feel like really you want to be doing, like she does it on every of her live video. Nurse Glory is cussing out people, and I'm not saying that these people are saying nice things to her. Yes, I've listened to her. I've seen her read comments and react to comments. Those comments are not really so nice. In all honesty, they are not so nice. These are people taunting her, but some of them are just giving their own opinion. This is saga. This is saga. This is family saga. You don't expect everybody to be on your side. Now, let me say this. No matter how right you are, no matter how justified you are, not everybody can wrap their heads around you saying some negative things to your mother. No matter what that woman, no matter what your mother must have done to you. Not everybody will support you and say, maybe when you say negative things, things that is not expected from a daughter, a child to say to their mother, when you say it, most especially with the mentality of the people in Africa. And I understand that Nurse Glory does not think like an average African person. I don't too. I understand Nurse Glory 101%, and I understand her thinking faculty. I know how she feels. Honestly, just by watching Nurse Glory, just one video is enough. Just one video. Only one video of Nurse Glory that I watched, I was like, oh, I understood her. I understood her. She doesn't have this African mentality. So she felt that it is time for her to face her mother squarely and tell her the truth. No matter how bitter that truth is, then she, at this point, is ready to say it to her mother, regardless of what anyone is going to feel, regardless of this African mentality. Oh, she's your mother. She's your mother. No matter what she do, no matter what she said to you, no matter what she might have done to you, you don't speak to your mother that way. Don't insult your mother. I see Nurse Glory trying so hard not to insult her mother. She's trying so hard. Even though she has said so many things, that is like a thing that a child should not say to her mother, she would have said more. If not because she's still feeling like, if I say this, they will say I insult my mother. If I say this, they will say I insult my mom. Let me not say that there's so much that Glory wants to say to her mom. But she's holding back because this woman is still her mother. And if she says some certain things, the whole world will change them for her. Most especially from Africa, they'll be like, even if your mama cuts your head, she is still your mother. And there is something that they forget, that people with bad character also grow old. And character is addiction that sometimes is like a skin. And remember that a leopard cannot change its own skin. So people with bad character, bad mothers, good mothers also grow old. So when a bad mother grow old, an unrepentant bad mother, when she grow old and she continue to treat her children like trash, when that child grew to an extent and began to rebel against her own mother and say, no, enough is enough, what then do you say to that child? Would you want to crucify that child just because this person is her mother and she have the right to buy the daughter? Now, a lot of people are of the opinion that Nurse Glory should have just kept, like, guys, please don't get it twisted. In this context, in this particular problem that Nurse Glory and her family are having right now, in this issue, I've seen a lot of bloggers that don't like Nurse Glory analyze this. I've listened to them. I've listened to a lot of bloggers that don't mix with Nurse Glory, sworn enemies that have analyzed this issue. But they just don't have a choice but to say it just the way it is. I'm not saying Nurse Glory is an angel. Nurse Glory have a lot that she does, even in this context that is not okay. I know. But let's look at the issue. What exactly is the cause of this drama? Now, this is one thing that I always say to people, that no matter what is between me and someone, no matter the beef that I'm having with somebody, it doesn't mean that in everything that you do, I will come out and nail you for it. When I see the truth, even if you are my enemy, and even if that truth does not favor me as your enemy, I still have to say it as it is. Nurse Glory have this conscom. Yes, she has conscom of her own. For me, I've never talked about Nurse Glory. This is the very first time I'm doing it. So I've never had any reason to talk about her. I don't have any problem with her. I'm not her follower. I'm not nothing. Well, I'm an analyst and I can analyze whatever I see on the street of social media. So I have nothing against Nurse Glory, actually. I don't watch her. I don't even know what she's about. Like, just little things. I just know she's a family content creator, right? So this one happens to be so big and a lot of people are talking about, and it makes sense. There's a whole lot of lessons to learn from it. That's why I'm talking about it. So it's not as if Nurse Glory is one saint or one extremely very kind person or extremely very bad person. She might have been bad to some people, right? Which I have not really paid attention to. This is the particular issue, the one between her sister, and her mother that I am analyzing. And I'm going to analyze it according to what I see or think. So no matter how wayward some persons paint Nurse Glory to be, in this particular context, I've thought about it. I've thought about it. This saga is dirty. It's one of the most dirtiest family saga I have come across on the streets of social media. Very, very dirty. Where Nurse Glory have to go into details to explain, just to vindicate herself. So if you say she should have just be the bigger person and keep quiet, you are right to say that. If she had kept quiet and just ignore, it won't change anything. It won't take anything away from her, right? And if she cannot hold it and she decided to come out to defend herself, if you ask me, there is nothing that is so I've been thinking about. At the beginning, I was listening to Nurse Glory. I'm like, what kind of dirty thing is this? How can you bring yourself, your family to us on social? What do you want us to do with this issue? I was like, what the hell, Nurse Glory? But I began to watch. I went back to how it started, and I realized that the sister started throwing jabs at Glory. She started throwing jabs and throwing things and saying things and saying things and saying things over and over and over and over before Nurse Glory began to react. The mother joined the sister, putting out things about Nurse Glory out there before Nurse Glory began to react. I would have said that Nurse Glory, you being the elderly one, you should have just, if you could, but if you can't, and you feel the need to come out and explain and defend yourself, at first I was blaming her, but at this point, when I saw how everything started and who prompted this and what happened, how the whole thing has been, I could no longer blame Nurse Glory for coming out to spill. I couldn't anymore. And there's this thing they always say, they will be like, you can force the horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink water. From all that we've seen so far, Glory's husband is not, according to everything that we've seen, it's not, Glory's husband is not entirely innocent from the domestic abuse that he is being accused of by Glory's family. Even Glory cannot 100% prove or defend that. But if you ask me, he who wears the shoes knows where it pinches most. You cannot save somebody who doesn't want to be saved. Glory is an adult. She's a mother. Someone who wants to buy inside. I'm not saying she's lying. For instance, let's say she's lying. There is nothing you can do to save her if she doesn't want to be saved. Now, during this saga, I realized something that, do you guys know that there are some couple? I'm not endorsing domestic violence. I'm not endorsing physical abuse. I'm not endorsing a man that hits a woman. God forbid. God forbid. But do you guys know that there are some couples that if they don't fight, they cannot have sex? If they don't fight, they can't knock. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Now, when you look at Nurse Glory, the way she is, the way she acts, the way she behaves, does Nurse Glory look like a baby that will be beaten and she'll just sit down and get beaten by somebody? Does she? Nurse Glory look like, to me, she looked like a woman that will pinch her husband and her husband will beat her. I might be wrong. I stand to be corrected. She's not a gentle, like, Nurse Glory is not a gentle person that will just be like, oh, he's beating me. Oh. No, she doesn't look to me like that kind of a person. How are you sure that Nurse Glory is not the one that is pinching the man to do some certain thing that he does? That is why when you look at domestic abuse between a man and the woman, don't just look at the act alone. Yes, the act on its own is condemnable. No matter what, no man should lay hands on a woman. If the going is no longer going, everyone should go their separate ways. Just go, leave. But even when that happens in a relationship or marriage, you want to sit down first and look at the root cause. How are you even sure that sometimes the man is not the one that is choking and trying to self-defense? Not every woman is not when you see two people living together and you see the woman crying, ordinarily every attention will be on the woman. Oh, he's abusing her because she is a woman. But have you ever tried to find out why is this man abusing this woman? How are you sure she is not the one buying the man in silence and crying at the same time? What exactly is this man reacting to? So how are you sure? All this Glory sister and her mother that are drinking Panadol for Glory's headache, how are you sure that Glory herself does not know the kind of a person that she is? Glory might just be like, oh, me that is like this. I know what I am doing to this man. Oh. I know why this man is doing what he's doing. Oh. I know my character. Oh. Let me tell you guys something. Do you know that there are some people, they know they have bad character, but they just cannot help to stop it. There are some people that want to just justify themselves. They just don't see anything wrong in what they're doing. But there are some people, they know they have this bad character. After exhibiting it, they will be like, inside their mind, they'll be like, oh my God, why did I do this to this person? I shouldn't have done this. So, how are you sure that Nurse Glory is not the kind of a person that would want to find trouble? There are some people, you see this trouble, fight, quarrel is their lifestyle. They are not at peace if they don't do it. Life is too boring without fight. There are some couple that if they don't fight, they don't, like, nothing is okay. It is what keeps them going. This fight, some of them, even until one person dies. It's not advisable, don't get it twisted. But some couple, life is just too boring without bars. Marriage is boring to them without bars. So how are you sure that Nos Glory how are you sure that Nos Glory did not fall into the category of women that enjoy bars inside marriage? And now she met her type, who is Dako, who will give her bars and they ended up in bed. How are you sure that these two people are not compatible? How are you sure that what they are doing, this thing that you are seeing as domestic violence, is what they see as spice in their relationship? It's crazy, really. It's not normal. It's not a normal thing. But this is reality in some people's lives, in some people's marriage and relationship. This is reality. This thing you see as abnormality is normal to them. Is what they use in spicing their own marriage. Is what they enjoy. That is their own fetish. There are some women, if you don't beat them, they don't like. It's boring. Marriage is boring without you slapping them. When such a woman meets a man that will give her what she wants, only death will do them parts. You cannot separate them. You might be seeing it as domestic violence. You might be seeing it as, abuse. They don't see it that way. It's fun. It's cruise. What about a couple that will tie themselves up and put themselves on handcuffs to be able to have fun? You will see them bleeding. You will see them with wounds, and some will slap their nyash while having fun. You will see the nyash will be so red. Some will choke, like weird stuffs. That is why they say between husband and wife, you cannot come in between. Anyone that is not crying and say, oh, I'm crying, come and save me. Leave them alone. If her fate is to buy there, let her buy there. You can try, you can talk to her, you can find a way to try to remove her from that abuse. But the moment she starts telling you that, please leave me alone, leave her alone. She's an adult. After all, nobody is going to live forever. One day somebody will buy. And something must buy a man. You can never save an adult that doesn't want to be saved. It's not possible. If that adult to choose to buy by that thing, that adult must buy by that thing, and there is nothing you can do about it. This is one thing that Glory and her mother are supposed to understand. Excuse me. You see this domestic abuse that you see? Sometimes it's not as it seems. The only way you can get to the root of it is if the both couples are complaining of abuse. Then you can now begin to dig, listen to this party, listen to the other party, and judge. But if neither of them is complaining of the abuse, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. You as a family member, the least you can do is to try. Try and see if you can save your own. And if you cannot, just let them be. There is nothing you can do about it. It's like a suicide mission. You can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved. That is number one. Number two, about they want her to invest her money, but he is the one eating her money. He is the one stopping her from giving them money. Isn't that just so ridiculous? What I see in that area is that it seems like Dako used to have money, or maybe he had more than Glory at some point. Then Glory began to rise, and she rise above him. That's what it seems to me. I might be wrong, but it seems like he had maybe not so much, and he was taking care of her, paying her bills and doing one or two, and she began to rise, and she rise maybe a little bit above him, or more like she rise above him. When she rise above him, they knew that. They saw that. And at that point, Dako became kind of useless to them. They'll be like, what are you doing with this man now? You have more than this man. In fact, you're even the one paying the bills. This, like, you have risen above this man. He's just a white man. They'll be like, what kind of an African black woman stays with a man that she is richer than? Because ordinarily, as a white skin, being married, this is the mentality now. I'm telling you, I'm quoting us here, some of us here. This man is a white man. He should be paying your bills if you have so much to give to us. Now you have risen above him. You can take care of yourself. What then are you doing with an Oyibo that cannot pay bills? Now you are the one paying most of the bills in the house. What are you doing with the man at this point? Between a white man and a white woman, or a white woman and a black man, love should not exist. It should be all about the achievements. It should never be about love. And when they realize that this person has risen above this man, what then are you doing with him? Instead of us, as your family, to the chop Oyibo money through you. Now the Oyibo is the one that is chopping your money, restricting you from giving us. Selfish mentality. Wickedness, racism. If this man were to be a black man, a Nigerian man, the story would be different. Even if Nurse Glory wants to leave her husband, the mother will advise her, no, you can build with him. Nothing lasts forever. He doesn't have today. Tomorrow he might have, you know. But he's a white man. There's no need. There is no need. And they want to see them go their separate ways. They want to separate them. This, for me, is more about the money than the love of a sister. If you love your sister and she's in this situation, the least you can do is to find a way sometimes to cancel her, pray for her. All right, let me check some of your comments because I promise you guys it's going to be interactive. Okay. Let me start from Railing Bowling. She said, I've always thought my children have an option, stand by that opinion. But if you're wrong, be prepared to change that opinion and learn from that. Yes. Really say, okay, yes. Sharia said, I don't feel sorry for any of those greedy, greedy idiots. Okay. You know, I heard there's this thing that Nurse Glory is always doing that it irritates me somehow. You know, she appraised the man so much, like her whole life lies around him. There's a video where I heard she was like, they want me to leave my husband. I'm not going to leave him. If not for anything, he paid my school fees. That thing rang in my head. And I'm like, wow. So because he paid your school fees, You will remain in an abusive, that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. When you see, let me give you guys an instance with this Bimbo, an IVD case. When Bimbo was with IVD, late Bimbo, when she was, you might not know this story, but it's everywhere on the internet. The IVD I'm talking about is the current fiancé of Blessing CEO, right? So I'm talking about his late wife when she died. The situation between them is the situation of someone, a woman who is deeply in love with a man. Like love, when you say love, this love with a crazy person. When they say love is blind, that kind of love. But a man that paid your bills, a man that rescued you from financial situation, it's not enough for you to stay in a relationship just because of that. I won't do that. But yet, I won't let you pay my bills if I am not in love with you. That's one thing. You come to me for a relationship, for whatever, you know, and then I won't just be taking your money when I know that what you want is to be with me and I cannot be with you because I don't love you. I won't take your money. I won't pretend to love you when I don't. So, even if I go into a relationship with you, maybe because I love you and you are paying my bills, right? You're assisting me. Then at some point, things went south. And it's no longer rosy. Toxicity became the order of the day. I still will not remain because you have paid my bills before, because you have rescued me, even if I was crying and you saved me. I was crying and you saved me, and you turn out to want to buy me again. And you expect me to stay inside just because you once saved me. So now you have the right to buy me because you once saved me? Nobody should be in a relationship with you out of pity. It doesn't feel good. When you be like, maybe in your mind, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm just so tired of this. I'm falling out of love. I'm tired. And then, but I don't want to leave him because he paid my school fees. That's ridiculous. Don't ever be in a relationship with anybody simply because of the favors they did to you in the past. But that is not to say you should collect those favors when you're not in love with them because you want to scam them. They are two different things completely. So if you collect their money, you chop their money, you will stay in that relationship. You have to stay in it because it was an intentional thing. Those are different than you fell in love with someone genuinely and it went south. At some point, you should not remain in that relationship simply because they have done you so much favor. The least you can do is to go out of the relationship and still don't hate them. Try as much as you can to be grateful outside that relationship. Yes, because they are your destiny helpers. Obviously, this man is Glory's destiny helper, right? She said when the mother could not pay her school fees, she went on dating sites and then she met this man and he started paying, he rescued her. So if things go south, the least you can do is not to be on a very bad side with this person. And outside that relationship, you show some level of appreciation and like, I know what this person, despite the fact that I can no longer be with this person, but this person remains so dear to me because of because of the roles he played in my life. But not stay inside abuse just because someone played a vital role in your life. No, nobody should be in a relationship out of pity. If I discover you are staying with me because you're feeling sorry for me, Jesus Christ. No, it doesn't feel good. right? Also, I heard she said something about when the sister said that Dako abuses the children. You know, that he I don't know the kind of abuse she was talking about. And she came out to say they are his children, that he has the right to do whatever he likes to his children. Glory. No. Nobody has every right to do whatever they like to minors. No. That is wrong. Just because they are his children, just because they are your children, doesn't mean that you have every right to do whatever you like with those kids. No. No. If you ask me, in everything that is going on in that family, in every rumor, people will always say that there's an element of truth. Right? There's an element of truth. This video is not going to be too long. It's just for me to just say my own little opinion about this. In every rumor, there is an element of truth. I don't think that everything that the sister and the mother are saying about Dako, I'm not saying they are 100% lies. But what I'm saying to this sister and the mother is, he who wears the shoes knows where it pinches most, and you cannot force the horse to drink water, even if you're able to force the horse to the river. Glory is a fucking adult. You don't tell an adult who to be with. Who are you? A younger sister. Isn't that ridiculous? Now she has left you people. Now the whole matter is on the internet. How far now? How have you been able to save her? And I hear her always saying, even if this marriage ends, even if Dako divorces me, I'll be all right. But of course, she is right. The fact that you are a family doesn't mean you are a savior. She still has to make money for herself to take care of her kids outside marriage. After all, the mother is the one milking her. The sister is the one milking her. So what help can you possibly do to her if she's outside marriage? Why are you feeling so important that, okay, when it happens, we'll see where you will go to? Where is she before? Were you feeding her before? Were you paying her rent before? Were you paying her bills before? If you were the one paying her rent, paying her bills, paying her children's school fees, then it will be like, okay, when Dako leaves you, let's see where you will fall, like who will take care of you. Let's see what you will fall back to. But you people were the one collecting from her. So even if Dako leaves her, even if her marriage ends, what significance are you? What will be her regret then to say, oh, if I hadn't fallen out with my family, maybe I would have run to my mom to help me with money. Maybe my sister would have been able to send me some money right now. You guys were the one taking from her. So those money that you are collecting from her, she can as well save them ahead of her divorce. To take care of herself when she finally gets divorced. You are the ones losing. Mama and the sister, you are fighting Glory. You guys are the one losing, not Glory, because you guys don't pay her bills. Rather, she is the one paying your bills. Now, I am not in support of children that abuses or curse their moms. It's not a thing that I will encourage no matter what. But let me tell you guys something. Do you know that in this part of the world, you just do not have the nerves. You don't have the audacity. You should not talk back at your parents no matter what they do to you. You should swallow any pills they give to you, hook, line, and sinker without complaining. That is the African mentality. But I say that there is nothing wrong in a child speaking some senses into her senseless. If you have a senseless mother, speak some senses into her head. Don't insult her. There is a way you can talk to your mother without insulting her, and then you make your point and speak some sense into that your mother. Because some mothers are just nothing to write home about. Some mothers are not even worthy to be called mothers. And yet, the African mentality, the society still wants you to accord that respect, that 100% respect that you are supposed to give to a reasonable and a kind mother. They expect you to give it to this senseless and wicked mother. No. Whatever you sow is what you will reap, even as a mother. If you don't raise your kids well, then what you raise is what they will become. And whatever they become, you will benefit, you will reap from it. If you're not kind to your children, they will not be kind to you. The fact that you give birth to them doesn't mean you own them. That is not to say that I'm supporting any child to insult. Like, as a matter of fact, I'll even advise you, I mean, any child out there that is having problems with parents, just walk away. That accent is a killer. Walk away. But if you cannot walk away, if it is a thing that you have to speak, let your mother or your father, whoever the person is, let them know your grievances. But trust me, guys, like I said earlier, you see, by the time you start explaining your grievances, they will say you are insulting your mother. They will say you are insulting your mother just by explaining your grievances towards your mother, your pains, the way you feel from the depth of your heart about what your mother is doing for you that you want to express to your mother, your displeasures towards your mother, the way you express it, even without you meaning any insult towards your mother, the society will term it as insult because she is your mother and she has every right to do whatever she likes to you, which I think is wrong. I totally disagree with that. I want my child to look at me in the eyes and tell me how she feels. That's what I want. I want a head straight child. I want a child with full confidence. Look at me straight into my eyeballs and tell me how you feel. Don't be afraid of me simply because I only bring you into this mother. I'm not your owner. I'm just a guardian. And some parents, they hide under this umbrella of the fact that I gave birth to you and they want to control your life, including your finances, your marriage. And that is why you see a mother-in-law will walk into her son's house to go and control the wife. Tell the wife what to do, when to sleep, when not to sleep. Because they feel like they are the mother of your husband and they have the right to do whatever they like because they will tell you that if I didn't give birth to him, will you have met him? Would you know him? They feel entitled. They feel like they own their son alongside everything that is connected to him. That is the entitlement that Glory's mother is feeling right now. And that is exactly what Glory is breaking out from. There is something I noticed about Glory. I'm not going to say that Glory is such a kind person. And I'm not going to say she's not because I've never had an encounter with her. I know she's, like I said, harsh, aggressive, But trust me, I saw love inside Glory for her family. I saw some level of love inside of Glory for her family. Yes. She made it at some point. She was doing well, and she wants to see her own family also do well alongside her. Of all the posts, everything that the sister have been saying so far, I still haven't seen where the sister came out to debunk and say that the things that Nurse Glory said she did, that she did not, that was a lie. I haven't heard Nurse Glory coming out to say, Nurse Glory is lying. She has never given me money. She has never taken care of me. She's lying. I haven't seen that place. I haven't heard that. All they keep saying is that Darko is beating her. Darko is eating her money. Darko is stopping her from giving them money. So which means this lady has been spending on you. And so if Darko, the husband, is trying to control her now to stop spending money on you people, you guys should go and do your own work. Go and work for yourself. Go and make your own money. So what is wrong with that? It means she has been doing, she has been giving, and now she's tired. The least you can do is to say, oh, my sister, you have tried. Thank you. Oh. Please, even if it's small. You try to pamper her, beg her. I see some level of love inside that aggression that people sees in Glory. I see some level of love from Glory to her family. Now, at some point, she said she was in Abuja. She rented a place. She wants to bring the whole family together. A lot of people are of the opinion that she did that for content. Yes, the more the merrier. The more family, the merrier in the family contents. If you have your mother-in-law, you have your mother, you have your sister, you have your brother, you have your nanny, you have your cook, you know, different things going on around the house, and you're able to film it, the more, the merrier. But trust me, the motive behind she bringing her families together was just not about content. Yes, content included. Content included. But trust me, the love of a family is the number one thing that triggered that made her to want to. Like, you just look, an average African man would not want to bring her mother into her marriage. I mean, an average African woman would not want to bring her mother, her sister into her marriage for you to come and be living under the same roof with her husband, eating their food, intruding their privacy. That is too expensive for Nurse Glory to sacrifice for content. Imagine me getting married, bring my mom, my dad, my younger sister, my brother, my niece, my cousin, and bring them into my house just because I want to create content. The price I'm paying for that content is too expensive. My privacy, my money, my food, everything. These people will literally live on me. Do you think it's worth whatever content I'm going to be creating with these people? So the first thing that led to that was the love of family. Let's come together and live as family. And so that's love. That excitement. There are some people, they're too excited when they think about doing something. Oh, they're excited. They can't wait. They cannot, at that point, they don't think of the consequences of their action. Because of love and kindness in their hearts, they just do it with rush. They just venture into that thing without thinking about the consequences. Until after they must have done it, they'll be like, oh my God. So she thought about it. Oh, they are my family, eager. She was coming from Dubai, relocating to Nigeria. She was eager to be together as a family. Number one thing. Number two, she will be like, oh, yeah, it will enhance my content. It will enhance my content. And then she put it together. And that is where they get to see some of the dirty things, or some of the things that they ought not to have seen. There are some family, they are just, you know, the one on Facebook, my Facebook is just doing nonsense now. I don't know what happened. There are some families that no matter whatever happens, they will put it on the husband. For instance, my family will be like, my husband is the one stopping me from doing things. If it is the husband's family, my husband's family will be like, oh, the wife is the one that is restricting him or stopping him from giving us money or doing some certain things. People on Facebook, I hope you guys come to YouTube. I don't know what is happening to this Facebook now. It's just doing this network wahala thing. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can switch the network. Let me hotspot from this side to this side and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, I think that is solved now. Yeah, thank you guys on Facebook for the love and like. Thank you. I still cannot see comments. So let me just read your comments. I don't feel sorry for either of them. I understand, Cheryl. Okay, nothing wrong with having an opinion. Really, not many like me on here because of mine. Okay, yes, I get that. Oh, thank you. Okay. None of these women are good women. I understand, Cheryl. I understand. Okay. Sexy Fox say, well, the sister and the mom's lives, she wants to be there. It's all about money with them. Yes, obviously, that's what it seems. That's what it shows. This too, the sister and the mom. Hence, the money is no longer coming. They were no longer comfortable. They felt like the man should just go away so they can have their way with her. Okay, it started with Nos going after Edna and Bright. Yes, I think I saw that too. I saw that when it was happening. I saw that. Says Trisha. Trisha says most of them will crumble. They have gotten used to making easy money and they know how to bring the dollars in. This Facebook money, social media money. Oh, some people have enjoyed it so much, like it, and it's making them go gaga. I wonder what they would do if anything happens. Really, I used to think about it. I'm like, oh, what if I invest all my time on this and nothing but this? And what if something happened? Where will I go to? Where will I run to? I can't take that risk. So no. I cannot take that risk. So I'm waiting for social media to stop paying all this. I'm telling you. I agree with you 100%, say Sexy Fox. It's all about money and Facebook and social media. I need to stop paying these people. Let them go and get a job. It's just crazy. It's really crazy. There's a definitely cry for help, but she is between a rock and a hard place. Okay, to fluke. And I need to learn that name. Siga said, I love you. Thank you. All right, Annette Alfred said, Nurse Glory probably is earning more money than her husband. Yes. That's what it seems like. Yes. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, put it together for Nurse Glory. You know, she have her platform is not so small. Over 1 million on Facebook is something to earn from if you're getting views. That's why I say I've not been following. I don't know what her page is like, what she gets like, you know, if she's getting views, it's something. She will be, despite the fact that Facebook has cut down, so like Facebook is no longer the way it used to, but still, if you have a big platform, you will still make something. So it seems like she's making more than her husband, and they felt like there's no need. What are you still doing with this Oyibo man? This man doesn't have nothing. What is he giving you? And they'll be like, a man that is so older than you, that is so much older than you. What are you doing with this man? That is somebody's husband. That is someone's love. That's someone's life. It's not the way you think. You can't love my husband for me or my spouse for me. If you don't see anything good in him, what about me? Have you considered how I feel? Have you thought about it? Then you just look at him and there's a way you look at people's spouses and you be wondering, what are you even doing with this kind of a person? Why can you even be with this person? It's not up to you. You don't know. You don't know. And like I said, average mentality, selfish African mentality with Oyibo. Despite that this man is not a full Oyibo man. They say he's brown, right? Whichever way you look at it, it's not dark skin like African, yeah? So they will still say Oyibo, if you want, they will tell you that if you want to chop frog, chop the one with fats. You want to be with Oyibo, be with better Oyibo that will supply us, that will be giving us supplies. You know, the one that will be giving us supplies, not this one that is even cutting from you and taking from you. You know. Okay. You know, if you want chop frog, chop the one that have fat, the one that have eggs, the one we can pinch from, the one that will save this family from poverty. And they're not even looking at the Nurse Glory herself. Nurse Glory is not one young woman. She's a mother, 3 children. You want to take her away from her husband to go and marry who? Or to just live her life alone. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be alone. She wants to be with a man, the father of her kids. She said she can work it out no matter what is going on. She, like I said before, you don't know if she is the one that is making the man go gaga, go crazy. Some women enjoy it when they drive a man crazy. They want to see what you can do, so they will do the undo to the man, so the man can go mad. So you don't know if she's the type. You don't know if Nurse Glory will just look at herself in the mirror and say, I have bad character. If this man leaves me, who is going to marry me with this my bad character? You don't know. There are some men, that bad character woman is what they want. That bad character is what is fun to them. It's what keeps the marriage going. It's what spices up the marriage for them. That bad character, that thing that you see as a bad character is what they want in a woman. But majority of men are looking for a calm, cool, kind-hearted woman. So probably Nurse Glory fall into that category of, you know, the kind of a character that the man actually wants in a woman, which is difficult to find a man. So Nurse Glory might just look at her and be like, which man will tolerate me with this? Which man will tolerate this from me? This man actually, this man at least is tolerating some of the things that I cannot do to some other men. That ordinarily, things that men will not tolerate, I do it, and this man still tolerates it. You don't know? There are so many things you put in place before you leave your marriage. You sit down, you think about so many things, and you be like, oh, I'm a jerk. I do so thing. I do this. Now, how many men will take me or will accept that from me? Which this man is accepting, which this man is tolerating, which this man is taking from me? How many men will take this shit from me? And you'll be like, no, just by slapping me is not enough for me to leave this man. He who wears the shoes knows where it pinches. I'm not saying domestic violence is okay. Don't get it twisted. But I'm telling you, it's some people's fetish in marriage. That slap, that beating, is some people's fetish. It's what some people enjoy in marriage until it buys them. It's as simple as it is. They are ready to buy there. That's what they call for better, for worse. If you carry them and give them to a very peaceful man, you marry them off to a peaceful marriage, they will not enjoy it. It will be boring. You carry a man that wear tie, that wear suits, a gentleman, you go and give a rugged woman. Life will be too boring. Marriage will be too boring for such a woman. Know your type. So probably Glory has found her type. It's deeper than we see in marriages. It's more than you and I see. It's much more. So that is why if one party is not crying out, leave them alone. If she crying it, is her fate. It's what she chose. You can try as a family, like I said earlier, you can try. You can try to save your own. But if they are beyond redemption, if they are beyond save, leave them alone. There's nothing you can do. This person have 2 kids. She have 1 before and 2 for this man. And you want to be her savior by force. Come on now, mama and sister. You people should go out. You can do better. Just love her from afar. Pray for her. That's all you can do. Nothing. There is nothing you can do for her. Hi, Nicole Perrin. It's so good to see you, my love. Glory needs to give credit to her family for helping to raise her son's success. My darling Nicole, listen. Listen. From what we have heard from both families, when you have your child with your mom, with such a mother, she benefits more by having your child with her. She will open office on top of your head. I know those kind of women, those kind of African women. I know them very well. When you have your child with them, they will open office on top of your head and milk you through that child. When they're not asking for school fees, they will tell you they need to pay school fees. When the child is not sick, they will tell you the child is sick. When the child is doing okay, they will say one thing has happened to that child so you can send them money. They will use you as an office. You don't want your child to be with such a mother. According to what we're hearing about them, according to what Nurse Glory is saying. As a matter of fact, the wahala began since Nurse Glory have a child back. And the mother can know there was no more reason. You can't ask me for school fees. My child is with me. You can't tell me my child is sick because my child is with me. You can't ask me for money on top of my child heads because my child is with me. I have a friend that was in Saudi Arabia. She went to Saudi Arabia and she spent 3 years in Saudi Arabia. She have a child. She left her child with her mom. I know what in this girl I see. The mom, her eyes see shege banza from her mother. The mother was practically milking this girl because of the child that she left with the mother. She came back with nothing. And it was a contract for 3 years. She ended up sending everything to the mother. The mother was collecting the money using the child she left for her. Then you can imagine this case, this situation, when the mother always wants to collect. Imagine having your child with such a mother. What you will spend. You know what I mean? It's different. It's business here. It's business. It's all about the money. Since that my friend came back to Nigeria, the mother has refused to assist her, not even with this child anymore. Say, come and carry your child. Carry your child, though. Carry your child and go. Because she has no more money to flaunt on the mother, to spend on the mother. The mother refused to help her with this child. It's much more than you think. Some mothers, Jesus Christ. The children too, father, she has a lot to think about before moving on. She needs to have a solid plan. Yes. Iris, hi, Ari, mama. It's so good to see you, Iris, sister. Nigerians have no shame and no respect for NG. Who is NG? Is NG Nigeria or someone's name? NG has no shame and no respect for herself and Nurse Glory. Okay, so thank you. Nurse Glory has no shame and no respect for herself or anyone. That's what I heard. That's what it seems like. They say yes, because of her interaction. I think you're saying this because of her interaction, right? I've seen that. And I think Nurse Glory can actually do better than just cussing 24 hours. That thing is just, it puts me off sometimes when I go to her page. She pay more attention on commenters and cussing out people and cussing. It's not good to be too insulting. Like all you do is just curse people out simply because you want to claim that you're outspoken. You don't have shame. You don't have your freedom of expression, and you start your head straight. Like you can face whatever is in front of you. It's too much of everything is bad. Just cussing people out. Get a moderator to help you moderate your comments. If you know you cannot endure what you see, get a moderator. Before they comment, those moderators have seen it, they just take it out immediately. So you can have peace than just cussing out on your platform all the time. No, it's a turn off for me, really. For me, really. 'Cause I don't want to be the one to be saying, oh, you are not doing this, you are not doing that. It's not good. 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 Nicole said, I can't wait for SM to end monetization because these people have lost touch with reality. Greed has taken over. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. But when you look at it, there are some people that are on here doing their thing, doing content, good content, and still does things properly and earn properly. But the truth of the matter is greed is more. Greed is more, really. So for me, if you ask me, I don't really care if monetization is taken away from Facebook, from social media. It's me, I'm not, if I say I don't care, take away the monetization not because it's not my thing, it's not my business, it's not how I pay my bills. Once in a while, little things, little small, $1, $2. Me, I don't have so much, so I'm not going to miss it. People that are going to miss it are people like them Nurse Glory, people like Angela Nwosu, people that have big platforms like Hair Tutorial. But person like me, yes, I get people bless me sometimes. Yes. But it's not my all. It's just once in a while, sometimes one, two, like that, small, when I come online and all that. So I'm not going to miss it. I'm not going to miss money. The only thing you will take away from me is if you take away my pages and I'm not able to communicate, I'm not able to talk, I'm not able to put things out here. Oh, I don't want that. But the monetization, it's not a big deal for me because after all, I don't have so much from it. So it's not my bread and butter. Yes. Okay. Hi, Mama Jackie. Jackie 2025. 2025, not 2024. 2024 has passed. Hi, Mama Jackie. It's so good to see you here. I'm coming from work since yesterday. Oh, it's so good to see you. Alice say, but the Bible says, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nature and admonition of the Lord. Yes. Yes. If the Bible says, do not provoke your children, it means that if you provoke them, whatever they do then is not their fault. It is because you have provoked them. So people will keep this aspect of the Bible, they will keep it aside, and they will be like, since the mother is superior, she's elderly, they will be like, whatever your moms do, just keep quiet. Me, I do not agree with that. I totally disagree with you. Whatever your mom does to you, no, you can talk to your mom. You can talk to your mom. Tell her the truth. There's nothing wrong in you telling your mother the truth, but don't insult her. Try as much as you can not to curse her, insult her, or say things. But the truth, when it arises, when it comes, when you have to, tell her the truth. Tell her the truth. Tell her the truth. So, like I said, they said Nurse Glory called her mother a witch. In all honesty, there are some mothers that behaves like a witch. Yes. There are some mothers, their behaviors can be compared to that of a witch. I'm not saying that Glory is right, that the mother is a witch. I don't know. But if she truly calls her mother a witch, then she have her reasons why she called her mother a witch. And I'm also saying that there are some mothers that behaves like a witch. I'm telling you, they will make the living day out of your life as their child. That is why you see some children, they will run as fast as their legs can take them away from their mother. They will abandon that mother. That mother will not see them again because they don't want to disrespect her. If they tell her the truth, they will say it's an insult. That child just don't have no say. There are some children, they just don't have a say in the presence of their parents. It's not nice for any parents to be like that. If you restrict your children from being able to communicate with you, you're cutting ties with your children unknowingly to you. That's what they are doing. They don't know. If you don't speak with your parents, then you don't have a relationship with her. And when the time comes, she calls you a witch or she says things to you. After all, you don't have a relationship with her. Like I said, anybody that have bad character, but women with bad character also grow old. And when they grow old with their bad character. The fact that you grow old and you have children doesn't mean that doesn't automatically change you from bad person to a good person. You're a bad parent, it will reflect in your children. What you give birth to is what you will raise. What you raise is what your children becomes. And they'll be right there in front of you, exhibiting those characters that you raised them with. So when they exhibit it, you begin to feel disrespect. I'm your mother. Such people, have anyone considered what they did to their own parents? Because sometimes only a wayward person gives birth to a wayward child. Show me your daughter and I will tell you who you are. Sometimes, not all the time though. So now I'm going to wrap it up shortly. This video is not going to be too long. Like I said, she was making them self-reliance to keep them from being in her pockets. Is that love? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, I'm just being the devil's advocate. Okay. All right. Yeah, it was too much for Dako. She won't even have them. Okay. I think you're talking. Okay. So let me just try to see if I can just conclude with a very short, so we can just, because I have to go very soon. Now, let me say this before we go. Now, the lesson that I learned from this, personally, from all of this, from Nurse Glory, family drama and everything, what I learned from it is that you see Nurse Glory's family, there's a way you'll be in a situation, yeah, that you have a lot that you want to pour out of your heart. Like I said, you being the child, there are so many things you cannot say to your mother. It will be considered disrespect. Even when you are one-on-one with your mother, there's so much you cannot, you cannot say so much. Glory might have been crying, trying to express herself, maybe on phone to maybe Amaka or the mother. I'm like, Mom, why are you doing this to me? You did this. You remember I did this for you. I did this. I did that. I did that. I did. And the mother will argue. Sometimes the mother might not even listen. I say, I don't want to hear that. So there is no listening ears. There has never been time that they will sit down as family and say, and the mother will be like, okay, I want all of you to pour out your hearts. Whatever it is that is paining you, Amaka, pour it out. Glory, pour it out. Everyone, pour it out. Uche, I think there's another one. Uche, right? I want you guys to speak and don't even care I don't care if you're going to insult me, or I will not mind whatever you say. Just say it. I want to know your pain. I want to know your grievances. And then Nurse Glory will pour out her heart. I don't think there's ever been any time like that. Probably they've never had that time, because if they did, probably we wouldn't be here talking about this. Right? So now that they brought it out in public, everyone have a platform to air everything that is inside the belly. Now, Nurse Glory will pour out everything that she's holding inside that she has no opportunity to express to her family. She will pour it out in front of her camera. And guess what? The mother have no choice but to listen to every bit of it. The sister have no choice but to listen to every bit of it. Every member of their family who have not given Nurse Glory a listening ear since this whole thing started, and they'll be like, go and do this one, go and do the needful, it's your fault. They will not calm down to listen in details how she feels. Now will have no choice but to sit down in front of their camera and listen to her and understand her pain. Now they will understand. Same goes to Glory. Maybe there is this thing that the sister has been, everything that the sister has put out there, all the write-ups, all the videos, as it still doesn't make sense to me. The only sense it makes is that, fine, you guys are saying that Ko is abusing her. Everything just seems to me like you just want to save the person who does not want to be saved. So I cannot even, sometimes you're trying to balance things just to make sure that this other party doesn't feel bad, right? But I cannot even accord any appraisal to Amaka and her mother, because everything they have been saying so far is trying to accuse Dako of doing some certain things to their sister. Your sister, who is not complaining about her husband. It's difficult to want to, I'm a kind of a person, I don't like being biased. I like when I'm judging things, I like to be able to give faults to this side, give faults to this side, give everyone, say the things, reality the way it is, and, give honor to whom honor is due. Blame this one if in a part where it needs to be blamed. Give this one their credit. Give everybody their credit. But I just cannot, I don't know how to give credit to Amaka and her mother, because even the things that Amaka has put out, all the write-up, all the videos she has made, still put her in the wrongest side of you trying to control an adult. So, whichever way it is, that probably Amaka also have a lot that she wants to express that Glory will not listen to. Now Glory will have no choice, but every day she will go to Amaka's platform to go and hear what Amaka has to say. And now she will listen with keen ears. She will listen keenly and have a better understanding about what Amaka is saying. So now this is the lesson. The lesson is, is it a lesson? Or, yeah, it's a lesson that when there's issue in a family, try as much as you can, even if it's going to cause quarrel. If you people are going to start shouting on top of each other, whatever it is, find a way to sit down and talk about it and allow everyone to air their grievances, no matter how harsh it is. Let them vent. Listen and try to understand people's grievances. Then you can have a solution. But like I said, this family have not been listening to each other. Everyone just wants their wish to be done. Amaka wants Glory to leave her husband. The mother wants Glory to leave her husband. According to Glory, that's all they want her to do so that they can have their cash cow back, according to Glory. Or they just want her to leave the husband because they feel they want to save their own sister. And they are not listening to the sister. At least Amaka should have been, the mother should have been, thoughtful enough to say, Glory, your husband is doing this, is doing this to you. We want you out of that marriage. Why are you adamant? Why do you want to kill yourself inside this marriage? At least let her speak. Let her explain why she cannot leave her husband. And when she does, you stop forcing her to leave. But I don't think the mother has ever sat down to give her a listening ear to say, my daughter, wait till you see for this man body, this man where they beat you like this. The mother has never sat down to give the daughter a listening ear to at least hear why. See, my daughter, tell me, why are you still with this man? Now you are forced to hear it online, because I know that Mama will sit down in front of her camera and watch every details of what Nurse Glory has to say. Now you see, you hear your daughter's pains. That is the advantage. Now, let me tell you guys, if they manage to make up, I don't know if that is possible, because the thing, I mean, like, well, it can happen. If they manage to come back as a family and make up, they will never allow this to happen again. Trust me. They will never, ever make such a mistake in their lives again. That's the fact. It will never happen again. Now the mother knows Glory's grievances towards her. And now she knows that Glory is no longer afraid of her. Glory is not this, does not have this mentality of you are my mother, so I have to worship you till I die. Glory does not have that mentality. Glory does not have an average African woman mentality of my mother, my father. No, Glory has traveled. She has seen the world. Now she knows better. Glory lives like Western. She has adapted herself to this Western way of life in that area, even though she's still lacking in some areas. But in that area of motherhood, in that area of maybe not marriage, because only in Africa, mainly in Africa, will you see a woman that is going through domestic violence and still want to live in it. It happens most in Africa. African women don't just leave their marriage sometimes because of the men. They don't see it as good enough for them to leave their marriage. They will endure. Some will tell you they're enduring because of the children. So an average African woman grew up with this mentality. So I think for her to still be enduring, probably this is one of the reasons. So she has not outgrown this African mentality. Probably. But aside that, this thick African brain, this thick African mentality of don't talk to your mother and whatever you say is an insult, Glory does not live with that mentality. I don't. So all those African people, those Nigerians that are saying just because Glory is expressing herself, they are saying she's insulting her mother. No, she's talking senses into the brain of her mom. She's telling the mom what she needs to hear. So the mom can at least adjust, maybe not for her, but for the other children. The things that the mom is thinking that she's my child, she cannot do, Glory is doing it now to tell you that even if you're my mom, I will still tell you. You have wronged me. You have hurt me, mom. You want to be adamant towards what you have done to me because you are my mother. No. Simply because I'm your child doesn't mean I don't get hurt. I've got blood running in my vein. I disagree with that African mentality of a child cannot talk to their mother. Don't insult her. And they said Glory has insulted her mother. I don't know. Some of the parts that I've seen are places where Glory is trying hard. She's trying so hard not to curse her mother. If Glory have her way, if that woman were not Glory's mother that gave birth to her, only God knows what Glory must have said to her by now. Some mothers are just, So, I don't like this. I don't like the fact that families are here doing this. It doesn't look good. No matter what, no matter how justified Glory is, this is just dirty. This should never have happened in the first place. But yet it's here. It's here in front of us. It's right there in front of Glory. And Glory will just have to face it and say, okay, you guys want to play dirty? He did not consider me a family before bringing it out. I cannot blame Glory for responding. I can't. If there are other things that Glory has done that I have to analyze not in favor of Glory, I will still analyze, but we are analyzing this particular one. So I cannot be that because the Glory is this, she's that, she's this, and I'm analyzing this, and I have to bring her badness that is not associated with this particular case. I have to start doing it here. No, unless if I have a personal beef with her, probably I'll be beefing her inside my talk. I have a personal something, maybe something must have transpired between me and her before, and then, but I'm talking about this particular case of her sister, I've been giving you people money, you say, actually, you want me to leave my husband. This particular one is the one that I am analyzing, and so that is what I am doing. That is the lesson there. You know. So, me that is saying I don't want to stay too long, I'm nearly 2 hours now. Okay, Angel, you're so correct. You gotta treat your kids with kindness, understanding, and teach them the right way. Now, today, where we live in, the kids are so disrespectful. I wish mine would. Yes, kids are really disrespectful these days, but I tell you what, if you pay attention to your children and you raise them well, you might have someone different. And if you give your children this liberty to talk to you, you will have you will raise a better child or better children. Don't restrict them from talking to you. Don't feel like, I'm your mother. Why are you talking to me like that? No, I'm your mother. Go ahead and talk to me. Have I wronged you? Tell me. If I do anything you don't like, tell me about it, and I will tell you why I'm doing it. And you will have a better understanding, because sometimes these kids don't even know. They don't know what you're doing. They just feel like what you're doing is wrong, because then you teach them and tutor them. When they tell you about it, you can sit with them and tutor them, and they will understand. They'll be like, oh, wow, Mom, I did not know. But when they are scared of you, when they can't look at you straight in the eyes just because you're superior, you brought them into this world and you carry that on your head like gala. I'm your mother. And as a result, they are not able to talk to you. The day they will burst on you and you do whatever you like, you milk them, just like what Glory is saying her mother is doing to her. You milk them, you want to control them, you want to tell them what to do, and they keep struggling and struggling. The day they go change jam for you, the day they will burst on you, it will be like film for their eye. The day they will rebel, the day they will be like, I don't give a hoot if you're my mother. I don't even care if I buy. And they will come out and give you woto. You'll be like, oh my God, is this the child I gave birth to? Did I give birth to this one? Am I her mother? Like, am I the one that carried this one for 9 months in my womb? You'll be wondering. Because you haven't given them access in the first place for them to be friendly with you, for them to be open to play with you. I'm not saying a child should insult her mother, but let them tell you the truth, no matter how bitter it is. Just for instance, like a child, they're saying to her mother, you know, we hear Glory saying that they are using her mother in church. People are milking her. So imagine me as a child telling my mom that these people are just using your head, mama. They are just using, an African mother will say, you are telling me that they are using my head. You are insulting me. That's not an insult. An African mother will lie. An African mother will tell you that this thing is black. That mother will be telling you the child. They'll be like, imagine my mom telling me that, hey, Angel, this thing is black. And I'll be like, Mom, it's white. And she said, no, it's black. And I'm like, Mom, why are you lying? If you say that to your mom in Africa, they'll be like, you don't tell an elder that they are lying. Even though they are lying into your face right here. You will see that you are lying and it's a lie. And the mother knows she's lying. And yet, if you tell her she's lying, she'll get offended. She'll get offended. If you don't want to get offended by me calling you a liar, why are you lying to me in the first place? If my mother is lying to me, and I know she's lying to me, and she knows she's lying to me, I will tell her that, Mama, you are lying. Mama, that's a lie. Now, African people will tell you you are insulting your mother by telling her that she's lying, even though she is lying. When you are being realistic, you are realistic. And I want my own children to do that. I want them to be very realistic. If I lie, let my daughter say, Mommy, this is a lie. If it's not a lie, then I can go ahead and explain to her and say, no, but I'm not lying. Now, let me tell you why I think it's black. Because they use black, you know, if you look at this part, there's a black, they use black to write on the remotes. You can see it has black. I will now explain to her. She will now understand why I'm saying, oh, okay, there are black dots. She'll be like, Mom, but it's still not white. It's still not black. It just have some black dots. African mentality is not realistic. When you are too realistic, they will tell you don't have respect. So I don't know if Nurse Glory have been insulting her mother, that you know there's this direct insult. Like when you tell somebody you are mad, you are crazy, like you're a fool, you're an idiot. Those are direct insults, which I will not advise any child to say to their mom. But when you say, Mom, that's a lie. Mom, what you did, you were the cause of my problem. Mom, you caused me pain. Mom, you did this, you did that. That is you being, but there's a way when you say things like that, Mommy, you are the cause of my problem. Mommy, you caused me pain. They will tell you are insulting your mom. How can your mom cause you pain, even when you are in pain? African mentality, unrealistic. So this is bad. Like I said, what Nurse Glory is doing right now, and the family, everybody, what they are doing is just too messy and too it's smelly. It's disgusting. It's not a good thing. It's not good at all. It's not nice. It's not. But trust me, the mother, if you ask me to hold somebody responsible for this right now, the mother is the one she's the one that's supposed to coordinate these kids. She is the one that's supposed to tell the other one, say, I understand what you're saying, you want to save her. I also would wish to save her, but just leave her alone. She's an adult. Let's just continue to pray for her and the husband. That is what elderlies do. Elderlies find a way to quench the burning fire, not to add to it. I heard that Mama is also coming out on social media to talk. I've not even seen that. It's crazy. It's crazy. And Glory, the too much appraisal that you're giving to your husband, it's just, when I hear it, I'm like, take an easy, Joe. Just take it easy. You hear? Take it easy. Why you're small. Just because you want to prove a point, you are giving unnecessary credit. There's no need. There's no need. So that is just all I want to say. I've been here for 1 hour 53 seconds. It's nearly 2 hours. So let me see if there's any more. Yes, Sexy for say Gloria Mama can go run her life or her marriage. She needs to step aside for that one. That's why we let our kids make mistakes. They have to learn from their mistakes. Absolutely. Allow her to go and make her own mistake now. Allow her to go and learn from her own mistake. It's her life. You want to come and tell your daughter to leave her marriage? Who does that? Like, Mama, what? This is 2025. Some people don't know. Some people are still in 2020, in 18th century. So yes, that is it. So my people, this Facebook, I just cannot see comment. And I know there are comments there, but I can't see it. and I don't know why it's like that. So I'll be going now. I just decided to just come and just spend a little time talking to you guys today and just have a little chat about this. I say, make I just put my mouth, chook mouth, small choking of mouth on this matter today. So it's so good to be here and doing this. I think in a long time, this is the first time I'm actually blogging on a particular issue that is going on. I wish them all the best. I hope they come together. I hope they do the needful. I hope they do the right thing. You know, like I said, listening to one another online here now, at least they will have a better understanding of each other. Those times that you have not given your list, that you have not been able to listen to one another, you will listen online. You are learning the hard way, you know, and people are putting your matter on top of the table and talking about it. And I have people doing some work in my house. My antenna is giving me problems, so I invited people to work on it. I have to go and see the progress of the work. So thank you all so much. Thank you very much. It's so good to be doing this tonight until I come again, maybe tomorrow. As the matter progress, let's see how they go. Then we might decide to do some kind of deep analysis if I can create time to do that. Analyze, maybe check out some videos and do some analysis, because as we're analyzing this, is off heart. Just talk. There's a little, no, you cannot just put everything out. So let's see how they do, then we can still do more analysis on this. After all, we all learn from things like this that is unfolding. I think this is the first time I'm witnessing this kind of family drama, like family saga. This one is really big. They are saying things that they ought not to say. Glory is saying things. Oh my God, when I heard Glory, even the sister, Jesus Christ, they are spewing things that are supposed to remain in the family. There is no family without some certain yama. Yes, everyone has small yama. You know, it's not meant for the public. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so grateful. I'm in Abuja. I'm back today. Everything went well. Let me say this before I go. Did you guys see my fake live video? The fake live video that I put out there, did you guys see it? The one that I was in the boat. I said, let me also live a fake life small. Sometimes let me behave, do like my paparazzi. My paparazzi that always follow me with camera, snapping me everywhere. I also decided to live a fake life. I went, before the court case commenced, there's a water side by the court. I went there and I saw the boat. I'm like, and I talked to the boatman. I said, okay, how much is it for a ride? And he said it's 50K. I said, 50K, that's like $30. All right. I said, okay, can I just live a fake life inside your boat? He was just laughing at me. He said, no problem, go and live your fake life. So I went into the boat and he just gave me this life jacket, and he said, live your fake life so that people use this so that people will think it's not fake. Make it look like the boat is moving on, we're cruising while the boat is just in a spot. So I just went into the boat, I put on the life jacket, I took some snapshots, did some video recording as if the boat is moving. I don't know if you guys were able to know that the boat was not moving at all. Fake life. I also decided my paparazzi have been borrowing Lamborghini. I decided to borrow boats. Flying boats was not me, I borrow. Which one pass? You think you can go and borrow car? Me, I went and borrow boats. Shabina Efizi, fake life. Everyone can live a fake life. You borrow car, me, I borrow flying boats. Who pass? My angels, see you guys. I love you all. Please enjoy the rest of your days. Bye. Bye.